For the 6th consecutive day and for the 18th game and for the final game, we welcome you to the Colt World Series, Loeb Stadium, Lafayette, Indiana, and you are watching it on ISC. It is tonight's winner-take-all championship game between Upland, California and the Netherlands. Alongside Mike Rossick, Greg Rakestraw with you. Joined on the field by Greg Mash this evening. We'll catch up with him coming up in just a matter of moments. This is the IU Health, Arnett Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine pregame show, and these are two teams that are 3-0, undefeated going into this championship game. We expect this one to be absolutely outstanding because these have clearly been the best two teams in this tournament.
Definitely, and both starting pitchers in their first outings went complete games and got the victories.
Luuk ter Beek will be the starting pitcher for the Netherlands. He pitched the opening night of the tournament on Friday night in a 10-0 5-inning run rule victory against the Lafayette All-Stars. Robert Lopez for Upland, California, made his debut in the tournament on Sunday. He went the complete game, 7-inning, 3-hit shutout in beating Bay County, Michigan. The managers are meeting at home plate as we speak. California will be the visiting team in today's game. Let's bring you their batting lineup. And it has largely remained unchanged throughout the course of this tournament. Garza, Santana, and Cerna, Sosa, Mata, and Robert Lopez Jr., the catcher. Castaneda bats 7th, the left fielder Polito will bat 8th, and Carlos Garza is the DH, batting for the pitcher in Lopez. The defensive alignment now for the home team, that being the Netherlands. Our defense presented by Ivy Tech Community College. Bryson Tromp and Peter Nella in the outfield. We saw a tremendous throw from Peter Nella in right field for the Netherlands last night. Bogeling, Voss, Boersma, and Collins in the infield. Anna Sagasti gets the nod behind home plate. And again, Luuk ter Beek will be the starting pitcher for the Netherlands. And this is a Netherlands program making their first ever appearance in the Colt World Series. And Mike, they're trying to win the first ever World Series championship for a team from Europe in this event.
Yeah, this is amazing what this team's been able to do. As you see them huddled up there as the coaches meet at home plate, this team from Netherlands has looked outstanding throughout their lineup and all over the field.
It is rare that in a conversation I have the most hair of any of the three men involved, but in this case I do. Greg Mash joins us on the sidelines as our sideline reporter this evening. Hello, my friend. What do you have for us? Greg, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, so Luuk ter Beek, the pitcher for the Netherlands this evening. And clearly, once you get to this point, you've got a fantastic pitching staff. But we just continue to be impressed by the arms they trot out every night. There were a couple of guys last night that we hadn't seen in the tournament until literally last night, and they'd have been starters for several other teams in this event.
Yes, they just keep rolling them out of their dugout. Every pitcher that's come into the game for the Netherlands has been outstanding. And we look for another great outing tonight as Luuk ter Beek takes the mound again.
It is yet another gorgeous night here in Lafayette. We have been absolutely blessed with tremendous weather throughout the course of this tournament. The only day that we felt might be an issue in the forecast was Sunday. And rain was predicted for most of the day, and luckily it went south of us. We had cloud cover for most of the day. It has been cool. It's been temperate for this time of year, but there has been plenty of sunshine, and that is the case again this evening. The dimensions here at Loeb Stadium, 321 down the left field line, 368 to left center, 407 just left of center field, 355 to right center, and 327 down the right field line. And I literally have uttered this phrase for each of the last 4 days. The breeze, there's a slight one, but it really will not be a factor in this game.
No, don't expect that to be a factor at all tonight. We've seen 3 home runs hit in this Colt World Series, and we'll see if anybody can leave the park tonight.
Our weather presented by Tipmont RAMC. Temperature at game time, 81 degrees. As you can see, winds 5 miles an hour. But this has been absolute Chamber of Commerce weather that we have trotted out for visitors from 4 different countries: Aruba, the Netherlands, Mexico, and South Korea. And of course, visitors from states like Michigan, California, Louisiana, and North Carolina. 6-man umpiring crew for this game for the championship. So we have umpires down both the right and left field lines in addition to our traditional 4 base umpires. Juan Garza set to lead things off for Upland, California. The California team had won this championship 4 years running when Los Gatos, California won it from 2011 to 2014. That's in for a strike. They're looking to become the first American champion, since, if you will, since that time. And again, Puerto Rico won the title 2 years ago, but they come out of the Caribbean zone. And that's in for a strike. 0-2 the count.
And just like his opening night start, Ter Beek is looking like he's in full command up there on the mound, finding the strike zone, having no problem delivering strikes.
Curveball fouled back by Garza. Garza in last night's game was 1 for 3, had a sacrifice fly, and also had a run scored. The game between California and Michigan was as good of a game as we have seen in the tournament, just because of the back and forth between the two teams. Little liner right field, Peter Nello was playing in and able to make the play. That had hit written all over it. Peter Nello had him scouted perfectly, and there's one down.
Take a look at this little looping fly ball, and Peter Nello gets a great jump and able to get under it in time for the out.
So Michael Santana now the shortstop to the plate. Young man will be a senior in high school when he heads back to California in the next day or so. Santana yesterday, a walk and a single and a run scored. Santana says the Dodgers his favorite team, Manny Machado his favorite player. Off the end of the bat, second baseman. Time for Boersma to make that play to Collins, and there's 2 down. And we have had rematches throughout the course of the tournament, but the way the bracketing here works, this is the only opportunity for these two teams to have played each other.
Nice job there by Boersma, centering that ball up and then making a quick snap throw to first.
And Christian Cerna has been as lethal as any hitter in the tournament. He was hit by a pitch twice last night. He has homered in this tournament as well. And foul ball there. Makes it 0-1. Cerna plans on heading to California Baptist University after his senior season of high school. That is at the NCAA Division II level. 1-1 the count.
We expect to see some big things out of him in the future. The kid has shown a lot of ability and is great with the bat.
High and in tight. 2-1 the count. Cerna says the Dodgers his favorite team, and a man that just joined the 3,000 hit club, Adrian Beltre, his favorite player. Fastball outside corner. 2-2.
Good job locating that pitch low and away after he came up and in with the previous pitch.
Curveball smacked the shortstop. Booted. Still a chance. But Cerna hustling down the line will make his way to first base. So an error on the shortstop puts the first runner of the game on for Upland, California.
Take a look at Cerna hustling down the line. And he just does get there, beats it by about a step.
Voss, the shortstop, couldn't make the play for the Netherlands. Joshua Sosa. We have seen him pitch on a couple of occasions in this tournament. It's the start tonight in right field. We've also seen him bunt his way on for a base hit.
Yeah, and surprisingly, knowing how well he bunts and what speed he has, the third baseman is still playing way behind the bag.
Sprayed foul, counted 0-2. Sosa threw the last 2 2/3 innings in yesterday's victory for Upland, California. 2 hits, was not charged with a run. He was the opening day starter for California on Friday in a 9-3 win against Crowley, Louisiana. This one back our way, 0-2 the count. Sosa says he is a Dodgers fan and a Clayton Kershaw fan. About half the young men that pitch in this tournament, when asked their favorite player, will say Clayton Kershaw. And understandably so. Curveball blocked by Anna Sagasti. Count it 1-2. Foul ball. We'll do it again.
Good battle here between Sosa and ter Beek. Neither one wanting to give in to each other.
Sosa walked twice, had a single yesterday as well. Would score twice. Outside corner, strike 3. Ter Beek gets his first strikeout to end the top half of the first inning. California nothing. The Netherlands comes to bat. When we come back at the Colt World Series championship game here on ISC. Makes the play in Puerto Rico. The celebration underway. They're the Colt World Series champions. Strike 3 call. Tijuana, Mexico has won the 2016 Colt World Series.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be? I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Back at Loeb Stadium in Lafayette. Time now for the batting order for the Netherlands. 3-0 on the tournament. Defeated Korea 10-6 last night to get to this championship game. Chandro Tromp will lead things off, the center fielder for the Netherlands. Denzel Bryson, the left fielder, bats second. Tyler Boersma, followed by Darryl Collins. Ruendrick Peter Nella in right field, bats fifth. Nolan Bogaling, the third baseman, bats sixth. Anna Sagasti, Quakernock, and Voss rounding out the lineup for head coach Mike Dersma and the Netherlands. The defensive alignment now for Upland, California, presented by Ivy Tech Community College. Polito, Mata, and Sosa. Castaneda, Santana Garza, and Cerna. Lopez Jr. behind home plate. And Robert Lopez on the mound for Upland, California. Again, 7 innings. A 3-hit shutout ball against Bay County, Michigan on Sunday night. So if you're looking for advantages, so to speak, between these two very evenly matched teams, the pitcher from the Netherlands has thrown 2 less innings, has had 2 more days of rest. Other than that, their paths to get here are virtually identical.
Yeah, 2 evenly matched teams here throughout their lineups. Great pitching, great defense. And we look for a wonderful game tonight.
So Chandro Tromp at the plate. He has manned the leadoff spot throughout the tournament for the Netherlands, the center fielder. Base is 2-0. Trump yesterday struck out twice, walked once and scored. Netherlands exploded for 7 in the 5th, tacked on 3 more in the 7th. And they won last night's game 10-6. Korea scored 5 times in the bottom of the 7th. That game was cruising as a pitcher's duel for the first 4 innings. Ground ball, second baseman. Couple of easy hops, fires over to first. And there's one away in the bottom of the 1st.
Good job there by Garza. Able to eat those hops up, stay with it, and throw him out at first.
Denzel Bryson, left fielder tonight. We saw him catch in Sunday's game. Bryson last night, a double and a walk and a run score. First pitch misses, 1-0 the count.
It's a nice luxury for a coach when you've got players like that that are interchangeable. As you see Bryson tonight playing in left field, but knowing he can also catch. Nice pitch there.
1-1. Bryson says the Red Sox his favorite team. And Yadier Molina his favorite player. Curveball, a beauty. Bends in for strike number 2. One hop, right to the shortstop and Santana. Throw pulls Cerna off the bag, but Cerna able to apply the tag to Bryson, and there's 2 down. We have raved about the defense of both of those 2 players for California throughout the week.
Yeah, Santana will show off that arm, and then Cerna, just a heady ball player over there. Knows he's off the bag and sees where the runner is, able to swing around and make the tag.
Tyler Boersma out of the plate. Second baseman. Curveball misses low and away. Boersma last night, 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Count at 2-0. Both teams had to play just 3 games. Both teams played Friday, which earned them and then won and earned them to a bye to Sunday, and won, which got them a bye to Tuesday.
Yeah, nice luxury to have that extra day of rest in between.
Hopper up the middle. That'll get through. Well, it won't get through, but it'll still be a base hit. Tremendous diving effort by Santana. But it's an infield single for Boersma. And each team gets a runner on with 2 outs in their half of the 1st.
Big hop over Lopez, thinking that it's going to go through, and Santana with some great range, but there was no way he was going to get Boersma at first.
Well, let's face it, it hasn't rained here in a few days now, and so those hops are going to be a little bit higher. We don't have any precipitation in the area. We've had plenty of rain during the spring and summer. The field is in fantastic shape. This field's going to get a little more action this weekend. The new team that calls this facility home, the Lafayette Aviators, have reached the championship round of the Prospect League playoffs. And we'll play a road game tomorrow night, then home for games Saturday and Sunday if needed. So the baseball season after tonight isn't quite done here at Loeb Stadium just yet. That ball to the cleanup man and Darryl Collins at the knees for a strike, and the count evens up at 1-1. Sprayed foul, 1-2. Collins last night, 1 for 2, a walk, a single, a run scored, and an RBI. Little liner, past the shortstop into shallow left field. Couple of 2-out singles here for the Netherlands. And Ruendrik Pieternella, the right fielder, comes to the plate.
And kind of like all tournament long, Darryl Collins just quietly doing his job, hitting a nice little single into left center field, getting on base once again.
Swing and a miss. Peter Anello last night had a sacrifice fly, a triple, scored a run, had 3 runs batted in. This is high, 1-1 the count. Peter Anello just 15 years of age. Throw back, able to dive back in time is Boersma. Peter Anello says the Pirates his favorite team. His favorite players are Aaron Judge and Andrew McCutchen.
He's kind of built like Aaron Judge, and he has some good range like McCutchen in the outfield.
Good job of blocking that one by Lopez. 2-1 the count. It was announced that the last weekend in August, they're calling it MLB Players Weekend. The players get to wear different jerseys, and they'll actually have nicknames on the back instead of last names. For Aaron Judge, his nickname's going to be All Rise. They'll throw behind the runner. He gets back into second. That is in for a strike, and the count evens up at 2-2.
One thing I've noticed about the California team, they do a lot of the timing plays of the shortstop or second baseman getting in behind the runner leading off.
Line drive, base hit. They're going to send the runner around third. Throw will come home. It'll be up the line. Gets away from the catcher. A second run will score. Peter Anello heads for third. All this coming with 2 outs, and the Netherlands have an early 2-0 lead.
Great hit there. As you see Peter Anello just turn on that, drive it right back up the middle. Throw coming in, and it starts tailing up the third baseline, and Lopez Jr. could not get his body in front of it. Allowed 2 runs to come in.
So Nolan Bogaling, the third baseman. Swing and a miss. So these are the first runs that Lopez has given up for the tournament. This is his 8th inning of work. The Netherlands have reached double-digit runs in every game here in Lafayette. 10 in the opener in 5 innings, 12 in their second game in 5 innings, and 10 in their first game that went the distance last night. High and in tight. Both teams have a series of pitchers available to them. Chasing an high fastball that time was Bogaling, and the inning is over. But 3 singles with the assist of an error helped score 2 runs. The Netherlands lead it 2-0 after 1. It's the Colt World Series championship game on ISC.
When you visit Pepe's Mexican restaurant, you'll be greeted a fun, vibrant family atmosphere. Whether you're joining us for lunch, dinner, or a special occasion, our manageable prices and sizable portions of authentic Mexican dishes will guarantee you won't be leaving hungry. And as always, free appetizers for waiting, because that's just the way we are. So come dine in or carry out. Open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. Pepe's Mexican restaurant, located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
The only way to get better is to challenge yourself. And that's what we're doing at Xfinity. We are challenging ourselves to improve every aspect of your experience. And this includes our commitment to being on time, every time. That's why if we're ever late for an appointment, we'll credit your account $20. It's our promise to you. We're doing everything we can to give you the best experience possible. Because we should fit into your life, not the other way around.
Power. We all want it. We all need it. It not only lights our homes, but it drives our businesses. It strengthens our communities. It empowers us to make our own decisions. Today, we're giving power to more than 22,000 members. We're a homegrown, locally based cooperative that does something the big electric companies won't: give safe, affordable, and reliable power to rural communities. We're Tipmont REMC, and our members have the power.
We have had fun with the uniforms for California, and fun as in we dig them, not as in we're making fun of them. The Astros-inspired early 80s look, complete with the kind of Cal State Fullerton Titans script across the front. The Netherlands rocking the orange that is so associated with all of their sports teams. Yeah. Most notably, obviously, their soccer that has won the World Cups in previous years. 5, 6, and 7 coming up here for Upland, California. 1-0 the count. This is Emilio Mata that comes to the plate. Mata was the starting pitcher last night. It did not go well. He did not get a batter out, and all 4 runners would come around to score. Mata swings at this one, center fielder, and Trump had him played perfectly. And there's one gone. So Roberto Lopez Jr. now will come to the plate, the catcher.
Now, originally, California had Lopez Jr. scheduled to start at first base and Cerna to catch, but a last-minute lineup change flip-flopped them to positions.
But this is where they have been lined up throughout the tournament. So
yeah, and that's where you definitely expected to see both of them.
Lopez had a pair of hits yesterday, and this one trails off the glove of the second baseman in Boersma.
Good placement of this ball as he goes the opposite direction with it, just out of the reach of the glove of Boersma.
The official scorer says hit. The official scorer is being generous tonight. 1 on and 1 out. We did see the Netherlands kind of gift a run to Korea last night. It certainly didn't hurt them, given the way they have been tearing the cover off the ball at home plate. Curveball misses high. This is Castaneda.
Yeah, that definitely didn't hurt him last night, but it made the game a little more interesting there in the last inning.
Strike called. Castaneda, a Dodgers fan, says Francisco Lindor is his favorite baseball player. He says he wants to be a chiropractor when he's done playing baseball. Ground ball off the glove of the pitcher. Second baseman couldn't get the dive, and everybody's going to be safe. Back-to-back base hits.
Take a look at that one, just over the glove of Ter Beek, and then the second baseman Boersma diving, but the ball was hopping through there pretty quick.
And that was a hard hit ground ball, but again, you're seeing a little more of that trampoline effect off the diamond today.
Yeah, you've seen them put some water on the field, but mainly on the dirt. It is definitely a little harder out there tonight.
Ball's going to get through a little easier tonight, too. This is Polito, the left fielder. He will be a high school senior this fall. Line drive, left field. Left fielder coming in, makes the play, and back to second. They got him. Second baseman sneaks in behind the runner, and Lopez Jr. It is a double play to end the inning. Through 1.5 at Loeb Stadium, Netherlands leads it 2-0. It's the Colt World Series championship game on ISC.
Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden is your local Husqvarna dealer. With us, you'll find a knowledgeable staff that's able to provide quick turnaround service so your business doesn't have to stop. From zero-turn mowers to trimmers and chainsaws, Husqvarna has you covered. And with the fleet program, the more you buy, the more you get in return. With that kind of stability, you can rely on us for the long haul. Get your Husqvarna equipment today at Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, located at 6292 West County Road 0 in Frankfurt.
Throws for the end zone, man open. That's a touchdown. Touchdown grab for Marriott. There you go.
And why pull up for a jumper from 3 or even a mid-range when you can go right down the lane?
Sowers is back, reaches up, and it's a grand slam for De La
It's
Salle.
all alone. Scott got it.
Great look by Colt to break down the defense.
How's it going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're gonna each download a TV show. I'm gonna download it on Xfinity, and you guys are gonna download it with AT&T Uverse, and we're gonna see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing?
Struggling.
I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 Triple Play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Look at some of the fans and teams that are here checking out this championship game. For some, from a travel standpoint, you're not leaving until Thursday. So shallow hit fly ball, left fielder playing in. And on the dive, Lopez just couldn't get back to the base in time. Didn't venture off that far, but ventured off far enough.
And a great heads-up play there by Bryson to be able to get the ball out quick and fire a strike to second base.
Those fans that park right behind the wall in right field, thinking, nobody's hit a ball over this fence all week long, at least on this side of the field. I'm safe with my car there.
Yeah, and these are 2 teams where they've got the ability to put the ball out over there. As you see, the wind has kind of shifted towards that right field side too.
Wind kind of blowing across the field, really, for the first time that we've seen all tournament. So 7, 8, and 9, Anna Sagasti, the catcher. First up here for the Netherlands. We saw him as the DH a couple of nights ago, the catcher each of the last 2 games. Lashes this one to center, but directly in the path of Mata, and there's one down. Thomas Quakernock now will come to the plate. We saw Quakernock in a pinch hitting role last night and had a single in his only plate appearance. He is the DH tonight, hitting for Ter Beek, the pitcher. Quakernock says the Yankees his favorite team. That's in for a strike. And we enjoyed the fact that he listed a race car driver as his favorite non-baseball athlete, being Max Verstappen. And this one directly at our staff photographer, John, down the first base line. Heads up, buddy.
Have to get on him and tell him he needs to glove that ball next time.
Give him one of the kids' helmets, from the dugout. This one also off the hands and foul down the line. John is our Jose Akendo. We need him to run a camera, he does. We need him to take pictures, he does it. Need somebody to get him a drink, he does it too. He's one of our tremendous crew behind the scenes to do a great job each and every night. They have been wonderful to work with throughout these last 6 days. 1-2 the count. Thanks to Sean and Jake and Hunter and Pete and Kevin and Justin and everybody else behind the scenes. Wes out there in center field tonight. This one sprayed back foul, and the count remains at 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good battle going both directions. Lopez gets the win. It's his second strikeout, 2 down.
Nice sequence of pitches there by Lopez. Finally getting Quackernach to swing over the top of one.
So Voss, the shortstop. Fastball poured in for a strike. Voss, a Cleveland Indians fan. They entered the day 4 games ahead of the Royals in the American League Central. 1-1 the count. Down the right field line, right fielder drifting over and makes the catch. A step or two in fair territory. It is a 1-2-3 bottom half of the second. And after 2, it's the Netherlands 2 and California nothing. Championship game of the Colt World Series on ISC.
To the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
You have enough on your plate. Let McAllister Rentals' wide selection of equipment help. With an extensive equipment selection and experienced people, McAllister Rentals in the Cat Rental Store is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. You know we can help you with the big jobs, from moving dirt to getting you in the air. But did you also know that we can handle your smaller equipment needs with equipment like generators and water pumps? McAllister Rentals has made its mark with locations throughout Indiana and now Michigan. We pride ourselves on our reliable equipment, fast service, and knowledgeable people. Visit us online today or give us a call. McAllister Rentals, helping build Indiana since 1945.
Thanks to our friends from McAllister's and all our wonderful sponsors that have brought you this coverage throughout the course of the week. Here on ISC, 9-1-2 coming up this time through 4. Upland, California. Garza, the DH. Swing and miss at a fastball.
Ter Beek doing a great job of throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, getting ahead of the batter early.
Throws a second pitch strike there as well. 0-2 the count. Garza said he wants to attend San Diego State University. Excuse me on that swing and fouls it back 0-2. Wants to be an architectural engineer. Was fishing for that one. Tromp has to back up, but able to recover. That ball had some carry to it from Garza. There's one down.
Yeah, kind of caught Tromp off guard there, but he did a good job of keeping his head on the ball. And you younger outfielders take note here. He swivels his hips but keeps his eye on the ball as he adjusts to it and makes the catch.
So Garza coming back through the lineup now. Fly ball to Peternella in shallow right his first time up. Off the end of the bat, third baseman Bogaline fires over to first, and there's 2 down.
Nice little easy one hopper to Bogaline, and he fires across.
So Santana, ground ball to second base his last time up. This one down the right field line, but will tail foul. It's the 48th time the Colt World Series has been contested here in Lafayette and at Loeb Stadium. As announced earlier this year, this field will go through some changes coming up in 2020. It will actually flip the field. So we're showing you the pitch from in center field. That'll actually be where the grandstands and home plate will be. And the natural grass facility we have now will become a turf facility at that time too. Ground ball, fair ball. Bogaling, second verse, same as the first. Collins stays on the bag, and the side is retired. Through 2.5 here in Lafayette. 2-0 Netherlands in front. Championship game of the Colt World Series on ISC.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be? I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Daily since 1969, Haley's Lock, Safe & Key has provided expertise and solutions when dealing with residential or commercial security needs. Whether you're looking for a safe, seeking access solutions, or in need of automotive keys, nobody can serve you better than Haley's.
One-on-one service and simply the best solutions we've been providing at Daily for more than 40 years.
Haley's Lock, Safe & Keys. Call, visit, or find us online. 2 locations, Crawfordsville and Lafayette.
Good turnout here for this championship game at the Colt World Series. And that is Will Clark, the cousin of the tournament director, Tim Clark, just haphazardly riding his moped all the way through the field during the course of this championship game. I hope that security gets a bit more tightened up around here for 2018.
Yeah, I thought maybe they beefed up security a little bit, saw a few more officers walking through, but obviously you can drive a moped through.
They were just here watching the game, having a good old time. Top of the lineup now coming through for the Netherlands. 1-0 the count. Trump a ground ball to second base his last time up. The runs scoring for the Netherlands on 3 consecutive singles and an error. Of the 2 runs, 1 of them earned. 2-1 the count.
And both of those runs and the hits all came after 2 outs.
Line drive past Santana into left field for a leadoff hit. And this is the first time for either side that the leadoff man has been aboard.
See here, a nice shot into left field. Then the left fielder gets it in. Santana comes up firing, knowing that Lopez Jr. is going to be coming down to first base.
And we've seen California get an out doing that in this tournament.
Yeah, good job by Trump to be able to get back to the bases. He took a wide turn around first.
Already a toss back to first. I don't think you're playing for an insurance run in the 3rd inning, but Trump does have some wheels as well. We've seen him steal a base in this tournament too. Bryson watches the knee-high fastball go by for a strike.
Yeah, and in Netherlands' first game of the series, they were very aggressive on the base paths, looking to steal anytime they could.
just a bit low, 1-1. Bryson, a ground ball to the shortstop at his last plate appearance. Kind of a late decision to swing. Thought that was going to drop down in the zone. It didn't. 1-2. Good job by Lopez to stay in front of that one. Trump kind of kicking himself, though, for maybe not testing it or going as that ball continued to trickle away from the catcher.
Now on that play, Cerna kind of broke away from the bag early. Thought maybe Trump would get a little better jump.
Now the count runs full at 3-2 as that misses low and away. Runner does go at 3-2. He'll have to go right back as that one is pulled foul down the left field line. Bryson has scored a run in every game in this tournament for the Netherlands. And they have scored 34 of them so far. The runner going takes out maybe the possibility of double play. It would have been tough to kind of double up with how soft that liner was anyway. Regardless, runner in scoring position, and there's one down.
Yeah, good job by Bryson hitting behind his runner there. And easy play at first. And with Trump on the move, as you said, no chance of turning two on that one.
So Boersma singled and scored last time up. One misses high and in tight, 1-0 the count. Asked where he'd like to attend college. Tyler says Purdue.
And maybe with a couple days off in between games, he may have had a chance to tour the campus.
And their baseball facility is absolutely spectacular. Alexander Field across town, northwest edge of campus.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility there.
Pops straight up. Pitcher, first baseman at Cerna, makes the catch, and there's two down. Now Darryl Collins, who also singled and scored his last time through.
Good job of communicating there. Cerna knew he had a better read on it, called the pitcher off, and made the play.
Collins scored his run on the error. When the ball got away from Lopez, that allowed him to head from third to home. Throw was up the line, trying to throw out Boersma at home plate. That one place to this point has scored both runs of this game. Second baseman bobbles, recovers, and gets the inning to end. The Netherlands will strand one. We are through three in this championship game. Netherlands leads at 2-0 on ISC.
Would like to think of myself as being a specialist in farm insurance because that's what I use as a farmer, is insurance. Crop insurance. I know the importance of carrying high limits of liability. Price is important. It's got to be affordable. It's got to be a main part of my operation, operating costs, because I can't afford to have a loss without coverage.
Hey, welcome back, guys. I'm here with the hardest working man in Lafayette over the course of probably the last 365 days, right? This is Tim Clark, president of Colt World Series. Tim, another successful series. It's coming and going so quickly. I know there's been a lot of work that's been put into it. How's it been from your side?
Oh, from our side, it's been great. To see all the fans that come out, see the players, the teams that we got here has been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people watching this probably don't know and realize how many people it takes to put this thing on. Tell us about those people.
We have a real group of 12 people that spend 365 days a year to put this thing on. When this ends tonight, we start tomorrow, starting for next year.
So yeah, you mentioned that, and we know that you'll be in Pennsylvania here real soon, talking more about the 2018 Colt World Series. Tell us about that.
We got a meeting on Friday to sit down and talk a little bit about what's going on. We had a big meeting yesterday for about 3 hours, trying to figure out all the little things, the details we want to make better for everything, and continue the tradition here in Lafayette for another 50 years.
Right. Well, Tim, thank you very much. We'll let this get back to Greg and Mike in the booth, but we appreciate you having us out here to be able to broadcast this, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
We appreciate all that you guys do for us. This is absolutely wonderful for what you guys put together. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Greg and Mike, back to you.
Greg, thank you very much. And the job that Tim does is tremendous. Cerna hit it hard, as he has for most of the tournament, but an atom ball, as in right in the shortstop's mitt, and there's one down.
Yeah, laser right back to the shortstop, and he didn't really have to move. Hold his glove up and make the catch.
So Sosa, the right fielder. Last time Sosa struck out looking. Soft liner right field will get down in front of Peter Nella. The third base hit of this game for California.
Good job there by Sosa, jumping on the first pitch, saw it was in the zone, and nice little inside-out swing, taking it to the opposite field.
Sosa reached base in all 4 plate appearances yesterday. And now Mata. Hit a fly ball to center field in his last plate appearance. That's in for a strike. By the way, there isn't a ounce of motion in either bullpen right now in terms of these two teams. Some fans have found those to be really good seats down the line.
Yeah, I've noticed they've got some sort of bleachers down there, and I've seen several fans up in those during all the games.
A lot of those, some of the people that work here on the grounds crew are volunteers part of the tournament. That's a great place to catch a ball game from. That's in for a strike as well. And the count quickly against Mata goes to 0-2. Ter Beek yet to allow a run. This is his 9th inning of work in the tournament. That ball got away from Anasagasti. It will throw down, but because he couldn't find it promptly, it's an extra 90 feet for Sosa. And Anasagasti a little worse for the wear after tracking down the loose ball.
Good job of firing down, but with the speed of Sosa and the bobble that Anasagasti had, there was no chance of getting him.
He kind of waves off the coaching staff, saying, all right, just give me a minute. Sosa, the 4th base runner of the night for California. Curveball misses high, 2-2. We have seen Bryson behind home plate, so if there is a need for their catcher, there's a pretty solid one on the roster for the Netherlands. And this one fouled back. Counter remained 2-2. Talk about the Netherlands and their offensive proficiency. It scored 32 runs in their first 3 games of the tournament. Numbers for California, solid, not as spectacular. Managed to score 19 runs coming into tonight's game. Fastball misses high, full count. Shortstop charges, bobbles, and will not have a play. That's the second time that we have seen Voss boot one over at short. Now back-to-back runners reach the base paths for California.
See this, and kind of an in-between hop there. Looks like he tried to get it with his bare hand before the glove made contact.
The second error against the Netherlands. And this is a California team that came from behind twice yesterday. Down 4-1 and tied it at 4. Michigan got it to a 5-4 lead. Eventually an 8-5 win. Lopez wasn't trying to move the runners over, but does so on the ball that was topped to the third baseman. Bogaling charges and fires. Runners at second and third now, but there are 2 gone.
And I'm beginning to think that anything that Bogaling can field over there, he's not going to have a problem throwing too many guys out.
So Castaneda, who singled his last time up. Single here might tie this game. Castaneda had both a single and a double last night and would score twice. Had it in the 8th position a night ago. Moved up a spot for tonight's game. 2-0. Ground ball, and Collins should end the threat. So runners to second and third, but no runs cross home plate for California. The Netherlands comes to bat with a 2-run lead when we come back at the Colt World Series championship game on ISC.
Business we work with at Haley's has different security needs. As a certified Medico Security Center, we provide the highest quality products with affordable solutions for your business. E-cylinders fit into your existing hardware and are controlled from your computer. Medico Smart Solutions provide options for different employee access levels. Patented key control, loss and liability protection. Surveillance cameras protect your employees and your business. Call today for your free business security assessment. Let the professionals at Haley's keep your business safe with locations in Lafayette and Crawfordsville.
Pepe's Mexican Restaurant is excited to announce new menu items to an already stacked lineup of authentic Mexican dishes. Everything from tossed greens with fruit to a Pepe-style chicken pizza. For you seafood lovers, try the shrimp tacos. For my personal favorite is the barbacoa taco dinner. Whether it's a new menu item or one of our signature selections, be sure to wash it down with a tasty beverage. Whatever your flavor, make Pepe's your stop for lunch or dinner. Located on Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
This is the dawn of an old day because AT&T and DirecTV are offering yesterday's technology today. TV from space. As long as it's not too rainy. Or windy. Or there isn't a branch in the way. Welcome to the moment no one's been waiting for.
The fastest internet and the best TV experience is already here with X1, only from Xfinity.
2-0 is the score. The Netherlands leading California. Greg Rakestraw, Mike Rossick with you on ISC. You're really happy to see a really good turnout. Really good turnout. And again, the weather's been fantastic. That is always the positive. And the most important thing is making sure this is a great experience for a lot of these, for every young man that is here to play in this tournament. Peter Nella sends a charge into this one, left fielder. And Polito gets behind him. It'll be off the wall. Peter Nella will have two. It's a stand-up double.
Once again, Peter Nella puts a charge into a ball and drives that one all the way to the wall in left field.
We saw him with a triple last night. He's had 4 RBIs in the last 2 games for the Netherlands. Opportunity here for the European champs to stretch their lead in this championship game. Curveball, a beauty, strike one. We're kind of talking about the weather and crowds. The weather's been fantastic, but the 2 local teams were both gone by Sunday afternoon. The team from Mexico that always brings a great following, they were eliminated on Monday. 1-1 the count. Good to see all the teams here for this one. Great local community support for this championship game as well.
Yeah, it's great to look out across the crowd and see a lot of seats filled out here.
Did he go? Yes, he did. Extended those hands a bit too far. And the count goes to 1-2. We've talked about this throughout the tournament. Bogaling wears the number 34. His first name, Nolan, named after Nolan Ryan. Foul ball.
Kind of a protective swing there, staying alive with 2 strikes.
Ground ball. Second baseman backhands, flips it. Cerna couldn't pick it, and with that, Peter Nella will head towards home and score. That was an outstanding play by the second baseman in Garza. But unfortunately, when Cerna couldn't get it out of the dirt, that allows a run to score. And frankly, that defensive effort wasn't worthy of a run scoring. But those are the breaks of baseball.
Great play there by Garza as we take another look at it, and showing some great range and then arm strength to get it over there. Just couldn't quite get it far enough for Cerna to make the pick.
So a 3-0 lead now for the Netherlands. Anna Sagasti, the catcher. Runner goes. Batter swings and sends it to left field. That's a base hit. And could this be another big inning for the Netherlands in the making?
Great call there. You had the runner breaking to second. Shortstop took a jab step towards second, and Anna Sagasti able to drive it in the hole that was vacated.
So the first 3 batters this inning have all reached. The DH and Quakernock now at the plate. Ball got away from Lopez, but again, not enough for either runner to think about taking an extra base. Quakernock struck out in his last plate appearance. Swing and a miss. Asked Quakernock early this week, would you like to attend college? He said yes. When asked where, Vanderbilt. And of course, they have a tremendous collegiate baseball program. They'll throw behind the runner at first, but Cerna not close enough to apply a tag.
Good look down there by Lopez. Had Cerna been at the bag, they may have had Anna Sagasti far enough off to get him.
That's in for a strike. Count it 2-2. Curveball outside corner, strike 3. That's a much needed out for California. The second time tonight that Quackernock has been retired by way of the K.
Great looking pitch there. Froze him with that curveball that hit the outside corner.
So Mick Voss now the shortstop. Fly ball to right field last time up. And shows bunt. I think it was more of kind of taken all the way with already one out in the inning. No one won the count. This one gets through. Right fielder was playing shallow. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Vogeling will stop at third, and Sagasti goes to second. Voss has a base hit for the first time tonight. That is now 7 hits in 18 batters to the plate for the Netherlands. And there will be a meeting on the mound for California.
Great piece of hitting there, driving it behind his runners.
Not sure if this is going to be a pitching change meeting just yet. And there has not been any activity in the bullpen for California.
Now, as I look down to the bullpen now, it's definitely not California players in there throwing the ball back and forth. There's a good look at some of our fans tonight.
And Lopez will stay on here. We saw their opening day starter in Sosa throw 2 2/3 innings yesterday, so he can throw tonight if needed. It would be his 3rd appearance of the tournament. For Lopez, this is his 2nd time on the hill in 4 games for California. So Chandro Tromp, who singled in his last plate appearance. And the victory on Sunday over Korea, he reached base all 4 times he came to the plate. Infield has to play in here. Well, I shouldn't say they have to. Middle infield could try to play deep in turn 2. They've all elected though to come in. This one popped up. Center fielder drifting back, makes the over-the-shoulder catch, but it's far enough into center field where a runner will score. Throw goes to third, which means the runner from first will then advance to second. Solid baseball by the Netherlands, and their lead stretches to 4.
Nice hit there as Trump drives it deep. And Mata's able to get back. Although, as California coach, you'd rather see him hit the cutoff there to prevent that runner from moving up to second base.
So now 2 runs in the first and 2 more in the 4th for the Netherlands. Denzel Bryson, who is 0 for 2 tonight, comes to the plate. Could not stop the swing on that occasion. Great job by Lopez to stay in front of that. Count goes to 2-1. Last year's champs from Mexico, the year before that, Puerto Rico. Hard hit ground ball to third. He'll fire over to first, and the inning is over. But again, the Netherlands through 4 lead by 4. 4-0 championship game of the Colt World Series in ISC.
The rim right as the light goes in.
Hogan across the middle, finds the end zone, and 2 down.
Wow.
Denard looking to throw this time. Going deep down the field, he's got Fusich.
Look at this one again. The time will expire and the Gophers will win.
Is on the board. The North wins 10-7.
You have enough on your plate. Let McAllister Rentals' wide selection of equipment help. With an extensive equipment selection and experienced people, McAllister Rentals in the Cat Rental Store is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. You know we can help you with the big jobs, from moving dirt to getting you in the air. But did you also know that we can handle your smaller equipment needs with equipment like generators and water pumps? McAllister Rentals has made its mark with locations throughout Indiana and now Michigan. We pride ourselves on our reliable equipment, fast service, and knowledgeable people. Visit us online today or give us a call. McAllister Rentals, helping build Indiana since 1945.
Hey, can you help me move?
Oh, you know what? I'm stuck at the office.
Hi, I'm moving.
No problem, sir. You can get your Xfinity services installed on the date you choose or have a self-install kit sent to your new home.
Thank you.
Finally get some help moving. Call 1-855-MOVE-EDGE today.
If Usain Bolt represents Xfinity Internet, what happens when we double the speed on 2 of our most popular plans? Meet his twice as fast brother, Usain Bolt. Now stream movies and shows twice as fast. Xfinity, the fastest just got faster.
Always a good sign when the cars are lining the streets just outside of Loeb Stadium. Take one street down, a couple streets over, and you'll find Pepe's Mexican Restaurant at 2525 Sagamore Parkway on the south side of Lafayette. Win or lose, make them your post-game destination after tonight's contest. So 4-0 the lead for the Netherlands. You see the conversation taking place between the head coach for California and Castaneda, our home plate umpire. Tells you there could be a lineup change or two tonight for California. They have 13 players in uniform. And because of DHing for the pitcher, already 10 players have been in the lineup. And now for the first time we see a little bit of activity in the bullpen for Upland, California. There could be a flurry of changes given how long this conversation has gone. That is the shortstop in Santana that could be coming into pitch in the near future. But first they're going to try to play a little catch-up in terms of at the plate. Polito, the DH in Garza, and then Juan Garza due up this time through for California. We're going to come over and explain the changes to the official score next to the home dugout. Polito last time up had a flare into shallow left that turned into a double play at second base to end the inning. California's had multiple runners on the base paths in both the second and the fourth, but still have nothing left to show for it.
And this is a California lineup that can score some runs in a hurry. As you mentioned before, they were able to come back 2 different times last night. So they can put up the runs. It's just a matter of getting their bats going and stringing some hits together.
So Ter Beek trying to stay loose. He has faced 16 batters so far through 4 innings. He's allowed 3 hits. And 2 runners reached because of an error. So Polito now to the plate. That misses 1-0 the count. Polito, a Dodgers fan, says that Nolan Arenado is his favorite player. Wants to be a policeman when he's done playing baseball. That's in for a strike. Slow roller, shortstop charges. Fields fires, gets him. One down.
Great stretch over there by Darryl Collins at first base. Make sure that play wasn't any closer.
So a new batter coming in here for California. It'll be Colby Manning. That'll be coming into the number 9 position. Now Manning did not start yesterday, but came in relief and went 4 1/3 innings for California. Began the game in right field. And watches that go by for a strike.
And Manning came in and looked really well yesterday from the mound.
Just misses. 1-1 the count. Hits the corner there, 1-2. Netherlands thought they had it. They thought that was strike 3. 2-2 the count.
Anasagasti jumped up ready to fire it down to third. That was very close.
Colby says the Angels his favorite team. Mike Trout his favorite player. That one fouled back. There is a picture making its rounds on the internets today of Mike Trout wearing a Philadelphia 76ers uniform. So he's guaranteed to get hurt in tonight's game. Count it 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone. And for Ter Beek, that is his first, or make it his second strikeout of this game. So third trip through the lineup here for California. Garza 0 for 2. Hit one off the end of the bat to Bogaling, the third baseman, his last time up. Sends this one to right field. But for the second time in his many at-bats, Peter Nella had him played perfectly and catches what looked to be a hit off the bat. Through 4.5 in Lafayette, the Netherlands leads this championship game 4-0 here on ISC.
Wouldn't it be sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be?
I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Throws for the end zone, man open. Has a touchdown. Touchdown grab for Marriott.
There you go.
And why pull up for a jumper from 3 or even a mid-range when you can go right down the lane?
Sowers is back, reaches up, and it's a grand slam for De La Salle.
All alone. Scott got it.
Great look by Coach to break down the defense.
When you visit Pepe's Mexican restaurant, you'll be greeted a fun, vibrant family atmosphere. Whether you're joining us for lunch, dinner, or a special occasion, our manageable prices and sizable portions of authentic Mexican dishes will guarantee you won't be leaving hungry. And as always, free appetizers for waiting, because that's just the way we are. So come dine in or carry out. Open 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. every day. Pepe's Mexican restaurant, located at 2525 Sagamore Parkway in the mall parking lot, Lafayette.
When you play 7 innings, the middle of the 5th, becomes the stretch here at Loeb Stadium. Alongside Mike Rossick, Greg Rakestraw with you. As expected, there have been some positional moves for California after 4 innings of play. First of all, they will move from shortstop to pitcher. Michael Santana. First time we have seen him pitch in the tournament for California. Manning, who pinch hit for the DH in Garza, will stay in the game and play right field. And Sosa will move from right to shortstop for California. The line on Lopez, 4 innings pitched. Struck out 4, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them are earned. So Boersma, 3, 4, and 5 to up this time through, and this is where business has picked up for the Netherlands. Their runs have come from spots 3 through 6 in the lineup. First pitch fastball. Misses. Given how Santana has been able to sling that ball from shortstop to first base, arm strength should not be a question. Grass cutter over to second. Garza fires to Cerna, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't be an issue of velocity with Santana, as he's shown off that arm at shortstop all tournament long.
Power. We all want it.
Nice little grounder right to Garza. Easy play for him.
So Collins, the first baseman, due up now. Singleton scored back in the first. Ground ball to second his last time up. He has been outstanding at the plate and pretty doggone good in the field, too. That's in for a strike, 1-1 the count. We have said this throughout the tournament. The teams from Europe seemingly have gotten better every year. We've seen good performances from the Czech Republic in the past. This team from the Netherlands, though, they were impressive out of the gate. But Collins retired, and there's 2 down. First strikeout for Santana.
As you see there, he went 3 straight fastballs, just going right at Collins.
Peter Nella has been the toughest out today for the Netherlands. A single, a double, a run scored, and an RBI. It's in for a strike, and quickly Peter Nella down 0-2. Santana is pitching as if California has a morning flight. He's not taking much time.
No, he looks a lot like Sosa up there on the mound. As soon as he gets that ball back, he's ready to go.
He thought that was strike 3. It wasn't. 2-2 the count.
Good location on that pitch, just a little up.
And the count now runs full. If Peter Nella can reach, then Bogaling will make his way to home plate. This one will reach the seats. We'll do it again at 3-2. You want to give a tip of the cap to the great staff here with the Parks Department that take care of this facility. Folks at Lafayette Jeff High School as well. Field has been in phenomenal shape throughout the course of the tournament. Strike 3 called. At the upper edges of the outside corner. The Netherlands put a 0 on the board. We are through 5 here at Loeb Stadium. 4-0 our score on ISC.
Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden is your local Husqvarna dealer. With us, you'll find a knowledgeable staff that's able to provide quick turnaround service so your business doesn't have to stop. From zero-turn mowers to trimmers and chainsaws, Husqvarna has you covered. And with the fleet program, the more you buy, the more you get in return. With that kind of stability, you can rely on us for the long haul. Get your Husqvarna equipment today at Thomas Phoenix Lawn and Garden, located at 6292 West County Road 0 in Frankfurt.
Makes the play in Puerto Rico. The celebration underway. They're the Colt World Series champions.
Strike three call. Tijuana, Mexico has won the 2016 Colt World Series.
How's it going? Nice to meet you guys. I have these 2 laptops. We're gonna each download a TV show. I'm gonna download it on Xfinity, and you guys are gonna download it with AT&T Uverse, and we're gonna see who goes faster. Go.
Well, this is a no-brainer so far.
How's AT&T doing?
Struggling.
I'm ready to go. We'll wait for you guys.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting for a while.
Don't let Uverse slow you down. Upgrade to an Xfinity X1 triple play from Comcast and save when you bundle. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Comcast.com today.
Another glorious night here in the greater Lafayette area. This has been absolutely tailor-made, the weather for this tournament. Alongside Mike Rossick, Greg Rakestraw with you. To the top of the 6th we go. 2, 3, and 4 coming up this time through for the team trailing by 4 runs right now, Upland, California. And they opened their tournament by beating Louisiana 9-3. Beat Bay County, Michigan 2-0. And a rematch with Bay County, won again yesterday 8-5, scoring twice in the 6th and twice in the 7th. Have yet to put a run on the board tonight. It's Luuk ter Beek. That ball just foul. He chased the ball out of the zone, but nearly sent it down the first base line for extra bases.
That was very close there. And that's one of the advantages of having enough officials out there to be able to see that.
Santana 0 for 2 tonight. Pair of ground ball outs, 1 to second, 1 to third. And it looks like the Netherlands is going to start getting the pitcher ready just in case needed. And this one sent foul as well. And ter Beek has shown no signs of tiring just yet.
Now he's still commanding the strike zone there. Getting batters to reach on pitches just outside.
Curveball fouled back. We'll do it again at 0-2. Comes with a curveball again, and again Santana will spoil it. Well, Santana looked impressive in his first inning on the mound, striking out 2 of the 3 batters that he faced. And an 0-2 deficit here. Second baseman couldn't make the play off the heel of his glove.
Good job going down and reaching for that ball by Santana. And you see there, goes just off the heel of the glove.
So the leadoff man aboard for California, exactly what they need. Just got to get runners on however they can. It is ruled as an error on the second baseman. Officially the 3rd of the night against the Netherlands. And now the biggest power threat in the lineup steps to the plate for California in Cerna. He is 0 for 2 tonight, but absolutely rips the cover off of this one and sends folks scurrying down the third base line that were up against the fence.
Yeah, if I was anywhere down that third baseline, I'd have my eyes glued to the game right now with Cerna at the plate.
Sent skyward, Peter Nella drifting in. Should have an easy play. And the scoreboard tells you to know about this one, but one of the reasons why Netherlands has a 4-0 lead is that Cerna is 0 for 3 this evening.
See there, caught him off guard with that outside curveball. Easy little fly ball for Peter Nella out there. It's probably one of the easiest catches he's had to make in this tournament. Normally we see him have to show off his speed.
Cerna did reach on an error earlier, but a line drive snared by the shortstop and a fly ball to right field. So Sosa singled his last time up. Make his way to third and no farther.
Santana is taking a huge lead over there at first base.
Sosa trying to bunt his way on. We've seen him do that before. But sprays that one foul, and count remains 0-2. Quick toss back, and Santana back in plenty of time. Had not ventured too far off the base paths. Outfield straight away here. This one sent to those outfielders. Trump racing back, looking up, makes the catch. Runner will have to head back to first. He'll make it back in time. And love that show of sportsmanship. As Sosa made the turn and rounded towards the dugout, just took his helmet off. Tremendous play.
Great hit by Sosa, and even better play by Trump to track this ball down. Over the head basket catch. Little Willie Mays style there.
Again, there are so many parks that these young men play in where that's a home run. That ball is just gone. But especially here in left center, it just goes and goes and goes. So,
and that ball was carrying, and Trump had to cover a lot of real estate to make that play.
2 down. Here's Mata, who reached an error his last time up. And a fly ball to center field as well. Good amount of fly ball outs from Ter Beek in this game. Both put outs in this inning would qualify as that. And maybe a third. Left fielder drifting over. Has plenty of room. Makes the catch. And the inning comes to an end. Netherlands looking to stretch their lead as we are making our way to the bottom of the 6th inning. Potentially just 3 more outs away from a Colt World Series championship. Back with more in a moment on ISC.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living, and the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
Hey, can you help me move?
Oh, you know what? I'm stuck at the office.
Hi, I'm moving.
No problem, sir. You can get your Xfinity services installed on the date you choose or have a self-install kit sent to your new home.
Thank you.
Finally get some help moving. Call 1-855-MOVE-EDGE today.
If Usain Bolt represents Xfinity Internet, what happens when we double the speed on 2 of our most popular plans? Meet his twice as fast brother, Insane Bolt. Now stream movies and shows twice as fast. Xfinity, the fastest just got faster.
look at some of the fans here in attendance tonight at Loeb Stadium. And this event has been literally now here for generations at this event, at this facility. And so it has become a family tradition that you come here. If you don't come here for the entire tournament, if you're not a volunteer, you're not a host family, you at least come here for the championship game, and you're seeing that throughout the course of action tonight.
Yeah, we've seen some really good number of fans here tonight, and you can tell there's a lot of locals that come here every year, and they've done a good job of filling the stands tonight.
Air defensive change for California. They will bring in Neo Santana. He will enter the game and play right field in Manning's spot. I think that's also just to make sure you get everybody in the game to say, hey, I played in the championship game. Bogaling, Anasagasti, and Quakernock, the trio of players due up here. Members of the MASH family enjoying today's game. Somebody's got to tell that kid to stop dabbing on camera.
Looks like we got another defensive change as Rafael Lopez will enter left field for California.
That'll be in Polito's spot in the order. And so now all 13 players for California have entered this game. And Lopez's spot in the lineup would come up in the top half of the next inning. Santana on for his second inning of work. Fastball in for a strike. Two and one. For Santana, it's pretty much just been spot the fastball so far.
And he's done a very good job of locating that fastball for the most part.
3-1 the count. This is just the fourth batter that he has faced so far. Bogaling reached on an error his last time up and would come around to score. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop, and that was the first attempt since making the move to short for Sosa. And Bogaling reaches on an error for a second consecutive at bat.
Take a look at that. Sosa just couldn't come up with it and bounces right by him.
Each of those teams now has 3 errors in tonight's game. You wonder if Anasagasti might be asked to put one down here. High and in tight, 1-0. By the way, Sherangelo Mingeli is on deck for the Netherlands. Here's he will come in and pinch hit and Quakernock's spot in the lineup. Quick toss back, and Bogaling able to dive back in plenty of time. Strike called. Would assume that these two teams both have long flights in opposite directions tomorrow.
Yeah, Netherlands definitely a really long flight.
Strike two. That's the joy about having this tournament here. You've got Chicago airports, as in plural, a couple 2.5 hours away. Indianapolis an hour south of here. You got some options. This one up off the arm of Lopez, and kind of was grimacing on his way back to go get it. Bogaling advances into scoring position.
See there, he grabbed that left forearm as he's running back after the ball.
So Anasagasti now the count at 2-2. Fouls that one back.
Looks like Lopez may have gotten some dirt kicked up in his eyes there on that foul ball.
Those young men that are catchers, they've been beaten up a little bit this week.
And it never fails. It seems like as soon as you take one ball, there's 2 or 3 more almost instantly that ricochet off of you.
And time is granted. Anasagasti a single his last time up. And a line drive to center in his at bat before that. Ground ball past the diving third baseman, off the lip of the infield. Heading to third is Bogeling. We saw this from the Netherlands in their last at bat last night. They got 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning to go to kind of help take some drama out of the end of the game, and be looking to do an exact same thing here.
Yeah, and this Netherlands team just keeps coming at you with bats and bats.
Mingeli sends this one straight away center field. Center fielder makes the catch, but tagging from third and scoring will be Bogeling, and it is now a 5-0 game. Mingeli's appearance in the game lasts 1 pitch, and he gets an RBI.
Take a look at this one. Good job by Mata, drifting back on that ball and hitting his cutoff, holding the runner at first.
So Voss, the shortstop now. That's in for a strike. Voss a single his last time to the plate. And leaves a souvenir for the production truck down the first base line. One and two the count. This marks the 3rd trip to the lineup for the Netherlands. Air mails that one to the backstop, and Lopez measuring his steps going to get that one.
That's about the farthest I've seen a ball ricochet back towards the field of play there as that got back to the logo, and Lopez kept his eye on Anasagasti the whole way.
Second wild pitch of the inning. This one sprayed foul down the line. Count remains at 2-2. 18th game in 6 days here at the Colt World Series. 4 games each, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And 3-2-1. We get to the final day. Swing and a miss by Voss. 3rd strikeout recorded for Santana, and there's 2 gone.
Take a look at this pitch here. Comes in and ties him up right under his hands. Voss not able to catch up to it.
6th strikeout in total for California pitching tonight. And Chandro Trump, who had an RBI sacrifice fly his last time up. Runner going to take off. They'll throw down, and he'll steal the base. That's just kind of a read off the pitcher. He's not going to pay attention to you. Just head on down to third. But the focus remains on the batter. California trying to get the out and get to the top of the 7th where they know they've got to score 5 times.
Great jump there by Anasagasti as he's able to go in head first.
High and in tight, 1-1 the count. Trump 1 for 2 with an RBI this evening. Now make it 2-1. Outfield playing shallow and left and center. Right fielder playing him to pull. I've got that as 3-1, but clearly maybe a different count on the field. As Trump pinned down to first base, and nobody seemed to be making a request asking him to head back to home plate, so consider that ball 4. That is the first walk issued in tonight's game. Bryson sprays this one foul. Bryson 0 for 3. He has sprayed the ball around the infield. Ground ball to second, ground ball to short, and a ground ball to third. And another chance to further stretch this lead for the Netherlands. Instead, he'll wear one. We haven't seen Santana pitch in this tournament until this game, and maybe the grind of entering and relief starting to wear him down a little bit as he just walked a batter and then hit the man right behind him. And that'll load up the bases for Tyler Boersma. And at this point, you really haven't. You're not exactly, this time is called, they're going to make sure Bryson is all right. If you're California, you're just trying to hope that Santana can finish this out for you and limit any further damage. Coach Mike Dorsma out to check on his player. And Mike spent 2 seasons playing here in West Lafayette for Purdue before embarking on a professional career.
Done a great job with these kids from Netherlands.
That one high and in tight, 1-0. And there are some young men that have some legitimate. And Mike Dorsman going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire, and not sure exactly what about. Not sure if he's not happy about the last 2 pitches kind of being high and in tight, but I'm not sure if there's any intent there. I think that's just kind of a loss of concentration. Two 2-0 the count. You can kind of see that Santana just is kind of going through his kind of motion. Hey, tuck that shoulder. Make sure you're bringing that ball into the strike zone.
Yeah, I definitely don't think there's any intent on that.
3-0 the count. Boersma may be getting an RBI without having to lift the bat off of his shoulder. Santana brings that down to the zone. For the first time in his last 9 pitches, he finds the strike zone. 3-1. And ball 4. So an extra added insurance run for the Netherlands. So 2 walks and a hit batsman. They've kept this inning alive and stretched the lead to 6-0. So for the Netherlands, 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, and 2 more in the 6th. They're averaging now 9.5 runs per game in this tournament. The closest that any team has been to them at the end of the contest has been 4 runs, and again, there's a bit of an asterisk with that. They defeated Korea 10-6 last night. They were up 10-1 going to the bottom half of that inning. Collins will spray this one to center field. Catch is made, inning over. The Netherlands now 3 outs away from taking home not just their nation's, but Europe's first ever Colt World Series championship. California will send batters 6, 7, 8 to the plate when we come back as you're watching the Colt World Series on ISC.
You have enough on your plate. Let McAllister Rentals' wide selection of equipment help. With an extensive equipment selection and experienced people, McAllister Rentals in the Cat Rental Store is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. You know we can help you with the big jobs, from moving dirt to getting you in the air. But did you also know that we can handle your smaller equipment needs with equipment like generators and water pumps? McAllister Rentals has made its mark with locations throughout Indiana and now Michigan. We pride ourselves on our reliable equipment, fast service, and knowledgeable people. Visit us online today or give us a call. McAllister Rentals, helping build Indiana since 1945.
Sweet to happily live a life that's filled with glee and sing about how joyful it can be.
I'd like to hear that.
Live life to its fullest every day with the highest level of primary care from Indiana University Health.
When you have your health, you have everything.
Indiana University Health. Schedule same-day primary care appointments at 1-888-IU-HEALTH.
Welcome back for what could be the final time for the 2017 Colt World Series. And we will get some post-game interviews at the conclusion of this game. Ter Beek is on for his 7th inning of work. He has thrown 11 innings so far in the tournament. He has yet to give up a run. Gave up just 1 hit in 5 innings against Lafayette on Friday night. Given up 3 hits so far in this contest. Alongside Mike Rossick, Greg Rakestraw with you. Thank you so much for joining us for the Colt World Series on ISC. And what a debut performance for the Netherlands. And this is a nation that, when they have been associated with baseball, it largely has been through Curacao and through some of their kind of the parts of the kingdom in the Caribbean, not necessarily the country of the Netherlands, but they have been absolutely tremendous tonight.
And Ter Beek has been just tremendous on the mound in both of his starts. And by far the most dominating pitcher that we've seen in this tournament.
So this is Lopez, the catcher, who does have a single tonight. He is 1 for 2. That misses. 1-0 the count. And there is bullpen activity, just in case Ter Beek just loses steam here. Been kind of having a player ready. I believe it's Casemiro that is the player that has been throwing in the bullpen. We saw him pitch on Sunday night for the Netherlands. Lopez was taken all the way. That hits the outside corner for a strike. And the count at 2-1. This one, hard hit. Third baseman Bogeling makes the play. That had a double written all over it. Instead, it's out number 1.
And I think that surprised Lopez as much as anybody as he looked up and saw Bogeling firing that across. Great hit and even better stop.
That's kind of indicative of how the night has gone. And the Netherlands, though, are going to go ahead and make a pitching change here. They will not let Ter Beek get the complete game. They're going to bring Casemiro in to finish. So Ter Beek will go 6 1/3 innings. A little frustrating to have a chance to close it out. But there have been some hard hit balls for the last couple of outs. Coach Dorsman wants to have another one of his young pitchers close it out. This is Casemiro that will come on to try to finish this game for the Netherlands. He threw 3 innings in the 5-inning victory against Korea on Sunday. Giorgeni Casemiro. And every time that the Netherlands have gone to the pen in this tournament, generally it has worked out well for them. So Ter Beek's final line, 6 1/3. Gave up just 3 hits. Struck out 2. Tell you about Casemiro's night. And he pitched just 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs. Neither of them were earned. Walked 1. Did not strike out a batter. And he faced just 14 batters in that victory on Sunday. He has not pitched since that time. So Castaneda will be the player that will face Casemiro. Castaneda has a base hit tonight. A ground ball to first. First pitch swinging, and Bogaling charges, boots it. Still has time and fires over to first, and California down to a final out. And this is Lopez, Rafael Lopez, that will come to the plate. He was the defensive replacement for Pulido at the bottom of the inning.
I see the batter slip coming out of the batter's box, and that's what slowed him down. Bogaling still had the arm strength to get it over there.
At the knees, strike called. Casemiro trying to make quick work of his final appearance at the Colt World Series. Popped up. Center fielder in Trump. Under it, makes the catch, and the Netherlands, the winners of the 2017 Colt World Series.
As you see them celebrating there, and tip your hats to both teams out here for a great tournament, but the Netherlands proving to be too tough for everybody.
No team got within 4 runs of the Netherlands. And they get their second shutout performance of the tournament in taking home the championship. California had a great run here in Lafayette, but the Netherlands were the better team tonight. And for the first time in the history of the Colt World Series, a team from the European zone claims the championship.
Take a look at it here. Got him inside, and Trump's able to camp under it and secure it with 2 hands.
So handshakes being exchanged. And a tip of the cap to the young men from California. They played very well, but they also played the game the right way throughout the course of their week here in Lafayette. And there are numerous players that you can choose in terms of a player of the game for the Netherlands. You could say simply Luuk ter Beek. He did not give up a run in 11 1/3 innings pitched during the tournament. Ruendrik Peter Nella, the right fielder, with both a single and a double. And an RBI in tonight's game, but how about the wonderful work of Nolan Bogaling defensively. He was the place where base hits went to die for the Netherlands in this game.
Yeah, it was basically, if you hit a ball to him, you might as well stop halfway down the line because he wasn't letting you make it to first base.
Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back with some post-game thoughts on this one. The Netherlands, your Colt World Series champions. And we're back in just a moment on ISC. Makes the play in Puerto Rico. The celebration underway. They're the Colt World Series champions. Strike three call. Tijuana, Mexico has won the 2016 Colt World Series.
Since 1969, Haley's Lock, Safe & Key has provided expertise and solutions when dealing with residential or commercial security needs. Whether you're looking for a safe, seeking access solutions, or in need of automotive keys, nobody can serve you better than Haley's.
One-on-one service and simply the best solutions we've been providing at Daily for more than 40 years.
Haley's Lock, Safe & Keys. Call, visit, or find us online. 2 locations, Crawfordsville and Lafayette.
I would like to think of myself as being a specialist in farm insurance because that's what I use as a farmer, is insurance. Crop insurance, I know the importance of carrying high limits of liability. Price is important. It's got to be affordable. It's got to be a main part of my operation and operating costs because I can't afford to have a loss without coverage.
Welcome back for the final time at the 2017 Colt World Series on ISC. The Netherlands, 6-0 winners over Upland, California. Greg Rakestraw, Mike Rossick with you. Greg Mash on the field efforting some post-game interviews as well. Mike, your final thoughts on this tournament?
Outstanding tournament. You see the 2 best teams that wound up in the championship, and this Netherlands team, I think, took everybody by surprise at how well they came out and performed. They were solid from 1 to 9 through their lineup. Every kid that stepped to the plate, every kid that went to the mound, very impressive. And you can't take anything away from this California team. They were solid all the way through. Just got outplayed by a really, really good team in the Netherlands tonight.
All right, Greg Mash is standing by with the winning coach in Mike Dersma, the night's starting pitcher in Luuk ter Beek. Greg, take it away.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Coach Dersma, wow. You did it. I mean, this is not only the first championship for the Netherlands, first championship for the Eurozone. How's it feel?
It feels, winning always feels good. And, we had a couple of good opponents this week. We didn't really know what to expect.
Felt good. Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels good. We didn't know what to expect. I didn't know to expect this either, but I should have known. We got here the day before the tournament, so these guys, they came out to play right from the get-go, and they did everything right. Yeah. And I'm really happy about the host families that they're allowed to stay at. They did a great job and made it possible for these guys to be able to perform on the field. Yeah. So it's a great experience for these guys. These guys are gonna go on and keep improving, working hard, and this is just helpful for their development. Yeah, sure. And, playing international baseball at a high level, being away from home, and so I'm really happy.
Yeah. One of the things that stood out as you watch your team through the course of the week is fundamentals. My goodness. Winning is fun. But your fundamentals were fantastic. Kids hit the ball. They did things the right way. Talk to us real quick about the fundamentals of the team.
We throw strikes. That's where it starts, and keep the infielders and outfielders on their toes. And it was the field was fine, but sometimes the hops were kind of tough for our infielders. But they hung in there. They didn't give up, and they kept on grinding. And that's the way we play. We had great at bats offensively. I mean. Even if you don't always get a hit, or get on base, there's ways, to help the team, and nobody gave up ABs, so I'm happy about that too.
Yeah. Well, Coach, go enjoy this. Congratulations. We'll take our player of the game here, Luuk ter Beek. Congratulations, young man. Boy, you pitched a heck of a game today. Had a really good tournament. Tell us how you're feeling here as champion of the Colt World Series.
Yeah, I feel amazing. It's just unbelievable. We came here for the first time, so we had no idea what to expect. So it's amazing to win it also.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
We love it.
Well, tell us about your experience. I mean, is this your first time in Indiana?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's even the first time in America for me.
Oh, wow. Well,
I love it. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, winning does that, right? I mean, you just enjoy it, right? Exactly. Right. Well, tell us a little bit about out there on the mound. I mean, this was a very talented California team. You shut them down. You shut them down pretty well. So, talk to us a little bit about your approach to combating that.
I also again first started with the fastball as much as I can to get ahead in the count. So I got them, and then I can switch to some curveballs and knuckleballs and changeups. Yeah. And in that way, I was able to shut them down. Yeah. And it's great.
Worked out all right.
It worked out great.
Congratulations, young man. Greg, Mike, we'll throw it back to you guys.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I want to say congratulations to my little sister for her 14th birthday.
Well done, Luke. Very well done.
Congratulations, young man. Yes.
And for the folks that are watching live in the Netherlands, it's 3 a.m. there. Go to bed. Your team has won the Colt World Series Championship. So there are still the medal and trophy presentations taking place for California as the runners-up, and Netherlands being a first-time Colt World Series Championship. Ask you your final thoughts on this game, your final thoughts on this week here in Lafayette.
This week has been tremendous, a great experience. I'm hoping the kids had as great of experience as I did. My first time to the Colt World Series. I've seen some great baseball, and it topped it off with a great game tonight. Unfortunately, California fell short, but congratulations to this team from Netherlands. Great from top to bottom, as I said before, and I look for a lot of great things under Coach Dersma.
So the Netherlands about to be presented with their championship medals for winning this Colt World Series. Congratulations to all the teams that made it to Lafayette this week. Greensboro, North Carolina, Bay County, Michigan, Crowley, Louisiana, Upland, California, Hoosier North, the Lafayette All-Stars, and to the young men from Aruba, the Netherlands, Korea, and as well as Los Mochis, Mexico. It was another memorable 6 days of baseball here in Lafayette, but memories that will last a lifetime. Not just for these young men that participated in this event, but for the entire community as well. This continues to be a showcase event for Lafayette, and as per usual, the folks at Tippecanoe County got an A+ for their efforts, not to mention the weather this week as well. The same can be said for our tremendous crew from MTC Sports and ISC. So, again, thanks to all the guys behind the scenes. Thanks to Justin and Wes and Hunter and John and Pete and Kevin and Jake and everybody else that was involved behind the scenes. It has been a pleasure and a privilege to be here. And for our broadcasters throughout the course of this week as well, thank you, Chris Walker. Thank you to Mike Walensky. Thanks to Sean Walker. Thanks to Mike Rossick. And most importantly, thanks to you folks for watching and making this possible. We'll let you watch the young from the Netherlands receive their championship medals, and we'll bid you a final fond farewell from Loeb Stadium this evening. Once again, your final score tonight, the Netherlands 6 and California nothing. For the first time, the Netherlands are Colt World Series champions. Thank you so much for watching this 2017 Colt World Series right here on ISC.
Nick